Hey everyone, happy Saturday. So, what has been going on? Well, I'm still crocheting, of course, and but not so much yesterday because, well, today is the third day in a row that we have had completely overcast, dark skies. We're not getting any rain, just been dark and overcast. So those are the kinds of days that I look forward to during the year because I can go out and I can do heavy-duty gardening on the property without feeling that sun beating down on me. So yesterday I finally was able to go out and really heavy-duty garden for the first time in months, and the property showed it. So I'll put a picture right here of the 2 big garbage cans I filled up yesterday after just 1 hour. So 1 hour of using the giant loppers to cut branches and just cut. I gave 4 sago palms a haircut. I still have 2 more to go. But we have 3 green garbage for the recycle for, for the branches and stuff, but I have to leave 1 available for the gardener on Monday. So after he's done with whatever he's going to do, then I'll just fill up the rest of the can because the garbage will come before he comes again. So our gardener doesn't do the back property, he just does the facade of the front, and it's the back that's a big mess. So anyways, 1 hour, and I'll tell you, I was so tired I could barely lift my crochet hook. So anyways, but I have 2 yarn hauls, one from Joann's and one from Michael's. This is the second Michael's one, and both of them I ordered online. So today I have a small yarn haul from Joann's. My sister sent me a $35 gift certificate, so I redeemed it and got me some yarn. And I said in my last video that the Red Heart yarn had some issues with not having a lot of green shades. So I went with this Big Twist general line to get some yarn, and this one, what is this color? This is light green. This one is Big Twist, it's forest green, and these are very comparable to the just general Red Heart Super Saver line, but I think maybe they're just slightly softer. This one is mustard, and this yarn has 380 yards for 6 ounces. I think it's just slightly thinner than Red Heart, but you could combine them no problem. Okay, this is a Karen 1-pounder in sunflower. I was totally out, and I like to keep this color in stock. Hey! I have a very naughty cat up here. He just is getting into everything. Okay, so this Big Twist, the color is Varsity Green. This one I should have got more of it because it's a real nice different shade. This is just olive green. I have to buy more of that later. And then this one here is a jumbo. I think it's peacock. Yes, peacock variegated. So it's a little bit darker than showing up on camera right now, but anyhow, I thought, yeah, I'll probably use that for something. I do have one skein that's missing, and just because it's coming separately, and hopefully that will be here in a couple days. Alright, here is my second Michael's order, and this was another one where everything was 40% off. So this right here, which I had talked about getting before, was the Craft Smart in the color fuchsia. And so I got 6 of those. I got 6 white. I got 3 more of the blue. I think this is, oh no, this is royal. So I got 3 royal. Then of the Craft Smart, I also got their, what is this color? It's just this purple. And then this is the Red Heart Minty Green. And you know, you have to order 3 of a kind. They come in 3 packs, although none of these were boxed or packaged in plastic. And for whatever reason, they only included 1 of these, but I just called them. They're sending out 2 more. So anyhow, this is light blue. So that is my second Michael's order, and probably the last yarn I'm going to be ordering for a while. So what else? Well, last night we had a little possum saga. I'm sitting here in my apartment and I hear the landlady call my name, and the way she called it, I was like, oh, this is animal related. She wants me to be the animal mortician or something. So I put on my shoes and I went out, and there was a possum, not a big one. He was kind of an adolescent. But we've been having this issue with some of the possums coming around, and they just don't act right. They act like they've been poisoned. And I mentioned that to the landlady, and she thought, yeah, she had that same thought. So I put on my gardening gloves and I kind of scruffed him, and we put him in a cat carrier, and she called the Humane Society or Wildlife Control or somebody, and they must have come got him this morning because he's not here anymore. But yeah, we get these possums that just, they are acting like they're half dead anyways. And I don't mean a possum playing possum. I mean they have neurological issues. They act like they've been hit by a car, or you know, this one we had recently, right before I went to my dad's funeral, he acted like he had some sort of paralysis in his back legs, and that one crawled into the garage and died somewhere, and we don't know where he is yet. But you know, he's all decayed and desiccated now. We'll find him eventually. That brought the coyotes around because they could smell it. But yeah, this is like the 4th dead one in the, well, this one wasn't dead, but he's probably on his way to being dead. So we don't know what's going on with the possum, but this is like the 4th possum that we've had issues with. 3 have died, and then there's this one. So I don't know. We have lots of possums that come around, but not as many as we used to, because like I said, we think somebody may be leaving out poison for them, or leaving out poison and the possums find it. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, that was kind of interesting. So after I did the gardening, I came back in, and I don't have as much difficulty recovering from something like that as I used to. Now, I have lower back issues, and that's because back in the early, well, I want to say around maybe 1984, I had a bicycle accident, and I flipped off my bike and landed on my lumbar on the asphalt, and I didn't think much of it. I got back up on the bike and rode home. I mean, I knew I was pretty banged up. But then, like, that day at work, I had bent down to do something, and all of a sudden my back just went, and I froze. I just, like, could not move. I had to go to the emergency room, and anyways, nothing was broken, but that injury, which happened when I was about 25, has plagued me all my life. And it got so bad recently that I was kind of unable to roll over in bed even and just be without pain. I mean, I just get this shock of pain. And this isn't medical advice. I'm just telling you what worked for me. What worked for me was, number one, stop taking my calcium pill, because that was causing a lot of problems. I shouldn't say pill, it was a supplement. Yeah, stop taking calcium. If you're taking calcium, stop taking calcium. It causes more problems than it fixes, and it doesn't make your bones stronger. So that is a myth. There isn't one single study, not one, that says calcium helps your bones. And it actually hardens your arteries, so quit taking it. And so then what I did was I upped my vitamin D3. Now, I heard somebody comment, oh, vitamin D3 in excess just becomes vitamin B in your body. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, I don't know who said that. It was in a live feed and somebody said that, and that's not true. So I upped my vitamin D3, just took an over-the-counter supplement to 5,000 IU, and I'm telling you, within 24 hours, my back pain went from like a 10 to a 7. And it has steadily decreased ever since, and it's been about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months now. I won't say my back pain is completely gone, but I don't have that severe pain anymore. Not anymore. And the, I am sure it was a calcium supplement that was causing a little bit of arrhythmia that I was experiencing. It was causing some arrhythmia, and I stopped taking the calcium, and the arrhythmia has almost completely disappeared. Funny thing about that. One of the reasons why I was not crocheting as much also was in the last couple days I was getting this little email alert from Archive of Our Own. Do you know about Archive of Our Own? Sometimes just called AOO. It is a place for writers to online publish their fan fiction, basically, and you can find any kind of fan fiction you want on there. Now, I have to say, I suspect most of the contributors are teenagers, because most of the writing is absolute crap. But there are some real writers on there. I'm one of them. I have only written fan fiction for BBC Sherlock. I did write another fan fiction that is not published on there that I wrote, well, back in like 2004, 2005, that I need to rewrite it and just change the character names and a few things, because it was, well, it was really good. Anyways, so I was getting these emails of somebody who had read my work and was commenting on it. And I hadn't gotten any of those for a long time, because usually when you put something new out, you just get a lot of comments right away, and then you get nothing. But somebody found one. Now, I haven't even read my own work for 4 years, so I was like, what is she commenting on? You know, in this particular chapter, I have no idea. I had to go back, I had to read my whole thing again. Just kind of keep up with where she was, and then now she's on to a sequel, and so I had to read that to know what she was going to be commenting on. So yeah, that's taken a little bit of my time. So I'm not going to give you the link to my archive of our own because, well, I'll give you a link to the general site. You can look up any show you want. You're going to find fan fiction. You're going to find everything from totally clean to completely X-rated. I'm just warning you, porn on the page, there's plenty of it there. Not in my writing, but yeah. I won't give you a link to my works on Archive of Our Own, and the reason is because if you're not familiar with BBC Sherlock, it's not going to make any difference to you, and you really have to be a hardcore fan to understand it anyways. If you've just said, oh, I've seen one episode of Sherlock, I'm just like, you don't even count, okay? Now, if you've seen some of the episodes, like there's one I think I've seen it like 10 times. And I have to do an analysis of that one of these days because most people just didn't get it. They really didn't get it. So that's why I'm not going to link my own works there. But like I said, any show that you like, any show, anything that's ever been written, there's going to be fan fiction for it on there. Yeah, help yourself. And another word about that fan fiction, it may not agree with the original series if you're going to look for it. It may be twisted. They may take the characters into a different time period. It could be just totally, they could take them to like being teenagers, they could take them to being old people. They just go all over the map, and so you won't find any, or you won't find a whole lot that are canon. In other words, they match the exact show. So mine do match, but it matches to well, the third series. After the third series, none of us knew what was going to happen with the fourth series, and there was a huge time gap of 3 years. So I just went off of the end of the third series and wrote my stuff. But it is canon to that, and to that only. It does not match the fourth, and so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.